Rainbow baby. LPB Gaviz Tori Roloff welcome third child after miscarriage. Hello friends, Rolloff family, welcome to my channel. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Family of 5. Tori Roloff and Roloff welcomed a rainbow baby, their third child, on Saturday, April 30. The best early birthday present a mama could ask for. We love you, sweet boy. Tori wrote via Instagram, revealing that Joja was 7 elves, 6 ounces, and 19.5 inches long. Zach added in a post of his own, Joja Luke Rolloff was born April 30, 2022. He came about 2 weeks early, but we were ready. Super happy for our family, and the kids adore him already. Very proud of Tori as well, she has done incredible. The couple are also the parents of son Jackson, 4, and daughter Lila, 2, who arrived in May 2017 and November 2019, respectively. In March 2021, the Little People, Big World alums revealed that they had suffered a pregnancy loss. I've honestly never felt loss like this, the photographer, 30, captioned an Instagram post at the time. I've never felt so sad, angry, and scared in a single moment. I had no symptoms of losing our sweet angel baby, and nothing could have prepared me for hearing our sweet baby was gone. Tori went on to describe the miscarriage on their family's TLC show 4 months later, saying that she especially was hit hard by the tragedy. Everyone says it's nothing that I did or we did, it was just that this baby wasn't viable for life, but it's hard to, not wonder what happened on that day, Tori explained in the July 2021 episode. But it is common. It happens to more people than you think, but you just never think it's gonna happen to you, especially after 2 full-term babies and 0 complications. The reality stars announced in November 2021 that they were expecting again. Baby coming spring of 2022, Zach, 31, told his Instagram followers at the time. Tori is looking as beautiful as ever. His wife added in a post of her own, "We are so excited to share some exciting news with you. Baby Rolloff will be joining us this spring, and we are so grateful to God for this sweet gift." Celebrity babies of 2022. Read article. The TLC personalities shared maternity shoot photos in their reveal, and Tori continued to document her baby bump's progress via Instagram ahead of baby No. 3. Grow baby grow. The Oregon native captioned a black and white photo in January 2022, focusing my thoughts on how badass this body is to be able to grow a baby instead of the extra love, as Zach puts it, that's popped up everywhere. I just love this babe so much already. Little People Big World's Amy Roloff shares rare family photo without daughter Molly Roloff. Little People Big World's Amy Roloff shared a rare family photo that included all of her family members except daughter Molly Roloff and her husband, Joel Silvius. Amy, 62, took to Instagram on Thursday, December 5, to share a group photo that included her husband, Chris Marek, and most of her children and grandchildren. Jeremy Rolloff and his wife, Audrey Rolloff, were present with their kids Ember, Bode, Radley, and Mirabella, while Jeremy's twin brother, Zach Rolloff, smiled with his wife, Tori Roloff, and their kids Jackson, Lila, and Joja. Meanwhile, Amy's youngest son, Jacob Rolloff, and his wife, Isabel Rock, also appeared in the photo with their son, Matteo. The whole family appeared happy as they smiled for the camera, though Matteo's face was covered with a white heart emoji because Jacob, 27, and Isabel, 28, have chosen to keep photos of him offline. Thanksgiving may have passed and Christmas is at our heels, but this is everything to me, Amy wrote over the photo. Love, heart emoji, my family. Shortly after Amy uploaded the photo, several fans rushed to the comment section to note how fun the gathering looked. Such a beautiful family. So happy you were all able to get together, a social media user commented. However, others asked why Molly, 31, wasn't included in the photo. Where's the daughter at? One person wrote. Another chimed in, does Molly make it home? Good to see you all together. The brothers are getting along. Minus Molly and hubby. I know your heart must have been full. An additional social media user commented. Amy shares her 4 children with ex-husband Matt Roloff, whom she was married to from 1987 until 2016. Following their divorce, Amy found love with Chris, 62, and they tied the knot in 2021. Despite being raised in the spotlight, Molly has chosen to lead a more private life in recent years. She stopped appearing on LPBW in 2019 and moved away from her family to Spokane, Washington, after she married Joel. Back in April, Matt, 63, shared a rare update about Molly as she leads her private life. Molly loves her private life up in Spokane, but we still see her often, he told fans via Facebook after a social media user asked how his kids and grandkids were doing. Sometimes Karen, Chandler, and I fly up to northern Washington for a weekend visit, and often her and Joel come stay either at the big house or at my new house. Molly and Joel were just here in Arizona, staying with us for days, enjoying the sunshine and taking in the local wildlife zoo. Always wonderful to visit with the amazing Molly Jo and hubby Joel. Additionally, Molly reunited with Amy and Chris for Thanksgiving weekend in 2023. At the time, Amy took to Instagram to share a rare photo that captured her, Chris, Molly, and Joel as they enjoyed a wine tasting. Chris and I had a great time taking Molly and Joel to one of our favorite vineyards at Scotch Church Road Wine. The Rolloff matriarch captioned the photo. Little people, big worlds. Zach Rolloff makes bold political revelation. Zach and his wife Tori discussed the recent plane crash in Washington, D.C. on the latest episode of their podcast. Zach Rolloff made a rare political statement during the newest episode of his podcast with wife Tori. On the February 20 installment of Raising Heights, Zach and Tori talked about the tragic plane crash in Washington, D.C. on January 29. Recently a terrible thing happened, Zach began. This is a couple weeks ago now that you're listening, but the plane crash in Washington, D.C. with the helicopter. I'm sure more information's going to come out about all that in the meantime. Bottom line, that was terrible. The reality star added before referencing Donald Trump's implications that DEI might have been to blame for the crash. Back to the beginning of this conversation, with you can be on the left and right, and you can have right-leaning opinions, even though you mostly resonate with left, or vice versa. I don't agree with how Trump politicalized it. Okay, blaming the flight controller as possibly someone that got hired because of DEI, Zach said. I don't agree with that. Think that it's important to note that like 70 families' lives, 64 families' lives were just turned upside down, Tori pointed out. Give it a couple days before you start pointing the finger at everyone. Every president I've known since I've started following politics has done this to a crisis here in America, has politicalized things. Let's put that down. This is not something new, Zach said. Trump's not the first president to politicalize a tragedy, so let's get that under the weather real quick. I voted for him, but I don't agree how he went about that. You know what I'm saying, and that's okay to say. Zach went on to argue that just because a person votes for a candidate doesn't mean that they have to agree with everything that politician does. I don't think anyone that voted for Biden agreed with everything Biden did. You get what I'm saying a little bit? Zach asked. Like that should be better or more okay to say, but we're so decisive. Lines have been so drawn that no one can bend a little bit. And no one can have grace for anyone, Tori said, with Zach agreeing. The whole side of debate and conversation has gone out the window. Little people big world fans surprised by Matt Roloff's new look. Hello friends, Roloff family, welcome to my channel. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Matt Roloff is rocking a new hairdo, and fans have something to say about it. On Wednesday, January 8, the Little People, Big World star took to Instagram to share a photo of himself sporting a full head of gray and blonde hair that touched his shoulders, a major change up from his typical short haircut. In the snap, Rolloff, 63, smiles at the beach in front of turquoise water, blue skies, palm trees, and sand. He added black text that read, "Lovin' my best life. Ha," on top of the image. Like the words he pasted on the photo, the TLC star captioned his post, "Livin' and lovin' life." Roloff's post garnered a mixed reaction from fans. Some said they loved his new look, while others questioned if he was having a midlife crisis and claimed the photo, which only shows the upper half of his body, was created with artificial intelligence. "Weo looking like a beachgoer for sure with the longer hair. Rock on," one fan commented. A second fan said they liked the look even if it wasn't his real hair, writing, "Either way, real hair or wig, it looks great on you, Matt. You look younger. What the hell happened to your hair? You having a midlife crisis or something?" another person commented. A fourth fan wrote, "You need a haircut, not a good look for you." Dozens of comments were also left saying the TV personality's new hairstyle made him look like several celebrities, including British singer Rod Stewart, famed Faye,